Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Looks bitchin' to me. What's up, Soul Crates fam? I'm coming back at ya! Dude, it's been so crazy. It's been like 3 months since I've uploaded a video, and I'm so sorry for the 28 subscribers, at least, that have watched my videos and have subscribed to me. I'm so sorry. Life's been hectic. I mean, with the baby and moving and work and stuff, it's just been really crazy with what's been going on. So I wanted to bring you kind of a shorter video today and just go over, what is this dumbass doing? Really? Yeah. That's why my blinker's on, dude. This fucking idiot here. I'm trying not to smack this motherfucker. Fucking dumbass. This dude just literally fucking pulls up beside me, and I'm in the fucking turn lane, mind you, with my blinker on, and the dumbass is like, oh, you turning? Yeah, I'm turning. That's what blinkers are for. Do you don't use them? Oh my Jiminy Crickets, dude. People amaze me in this town. Too many Californians. No offense if you're from California, love the state, but don't move here. You're making prices way too damn high. Anyways, whatever. Love you guys. So it's been a minute. I'm sorry, but I've got a quick tutorial for you. So what's going on is I have an S&B Cold air intake, but when I bought the truck, it had the stock, not the airbox, but the stock tube on. And what I don't like about that is the fact that it just doesn't deliver straight to the intake the way I need it to and the way that I like it to give, you know, some better fuel economy. I have the S&B, like I said, it blocks off and everything, but for the most part, I needed something a little different. So I made something a few months ago, and you'll see when I show you, it's not the prettiest thing in the world. I don't like it. I thought I was gonna like it. Made out some water tube, and I was just jerry-rigging it, and I just made it for an afternoon, and I didn't like the way that it turned out. So what I'm doing now is I found a tutorial on another channel, and I was like, you know what, that might work, because I don't want a metal tube. I don't want a metal intake unless I'm going to turbo, which I found one for $1,600 for the entire setup, but I can't. It's sold, which is kind of sad, but that's all right. But you know, I'll find another one someday. Which it was a rear mount turbo, which is nice because it was mounted all the way in the back of the truck, and on 10 pounds of PSI or 10 pounds of boost, it kicked pretty good from what he said. So, yeah, well, I mean, you know, you win some, you lose some. It was a nice setup, came with all the piping and everything, but maybe one day. So we're gonna do this little tutorial real quick. I'm gonna kind of show you how to do everything. I've already been to Home Depot. I've already picked up the supplies. It cost a total like $40, so it wasn't a huge amount, and that's with tax. So just for the things that I needed, I probably could have got it cheaper somewhere else, or if I looked online, but you know, this is just for somebody who wants to go to the store real quick, improve their miles per gallon, stuff like that, if you keep your foot out of it, because I sure as hell don't. But things like that. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so nobody's home, which is probably a good thing, because I like to... I'm trying to get all the stuff out of the truck. It's all good. So, nobody's home. That's a good thing. And I'll kind of lay out everything and kind of show you guys what I have, so that you'll understand more so of how we're going to do this and how we're going to get into it, okay? So, to show you guys really quick what I have my setup right now is I need to put the lid back on this one, but how my intake is working is this is an actual water pipe, induction kind of tube that holds high pressure water. So it's fabric layered, and then a steel core, and then I've got the old box that I kind of cut up and put this on. So as you can see, it's kind of just there. And what happens is this, I hit a bump and that comes off, which shuts off my truck and then makes it start weird and makes a whole bunch of noises. So that's why we have that. These are the they're Plum Quicks. They're the 3-inch coupler. Well, I wouldn't really call them a coupler, but you know, they're the hose band that'll go on top of the MAP sensor and as well as the intake itself. This one is a Street 90. Then I have the 60-degree elbow I have a Street 45, and then I did buy this 3-inch. This one's 2 feet long, but I couldn't find one that was just kind of sectioned down. So what this one's going to do is I'll be able to put those together, and I'll show you how that works here in a second once I get that cut down. So your setup should look something like this. Okay, it's going to sit like this, come up over and into your map sensor there. Now, this is no joke. This is a 3-inch, you know, coupling, whatever you want to call it. Fitting it on this, the intake, is a pain in the butt. I thought I was going to have to go out and get a 4-inch, but with some wiggle room and everything else like that, how I did it was I put it on the top first and then just stuck my hand in here and just kind of pushed around. And as you can see, it seats perfectly all the way around, even underneath, and it's not budging. So the 3-inch will fit. Just give it some love and rub it on there. Alrighty, so I got it in. I didn't account for, I forgot I have an S&B cold air intake box. So the instructions I gave you guys were for the original airbox, but if you have something like this, you can still make it work. Now what I had to do is just angle it a little bit differently, cut a couple more pieces, just so that they fit a little bit more tighter. So like the piece right here was a 3-inch, a 3-inch, 3.5, or a 3.25, sorry, long pipe. So I actually cut that down to about 2 inches or so, and to make that fit. So as you can see here, I have the 60 degree elbow, the 90, and then the 45 degree slant here, and then the coupling. So it does angle up a little bit more, but it does clear the hoses nice and clear, which I really like. And then I did put the lid back on here, and it's snug as a bug as a rug, so it ain't going nowhere. Let's go drive it out, see how it feels, and maybe it's gonna give me better gas mileage. I don't know. I doubt it, but we'll see. Alrighty, Soul Crates fam, so coming back at you. I've been driving it for a day. Now, obviously that's not long enough to test fuel economy, stuff like that, but what I can tell you is that the setup I had before, yes, it was kind of crappy. Even when I had my stock induction tube, I still had some of that 4L60E kickback on the when I was shifting gears from first to second. Now I do have a couple things. Like I said, I got the stall converter in there, and then I do have a tune on the truck. So I don't know if that has affected it or if I've got an issue with my 4L60E, which is probably the case. And then I've got the Corvette servo as well. But with that being said, because I did have some jump in the transmission, since I have installed this, it is not as much. Now, I don't know if that's because maybe before I was getting too much air into my, I guess not too much air, but not the proper amount of air to fuel ratio, because I had a 4-inch induction, and this is really technically made for the 3-inch. So maybe I had too much air and not enough fuel, or I had too much air and it dumped too much fuel because it was a lot richer. I do notice that I don't have as much of a rich fuel smell anymore, so I mean that could be part of it. I don't know, but I can say that it drives better, it shifts better. Call me crazy. I don't know how that works. I'm still learning on how to do all this stuff. So maybe I'll do a review in a couple months and see how this works. But for the most part, it is doing really, really well so far. So until next time, guys, I can't wait to see you on the next one. Hopefully we'll have something really good coming up. I'm just trying to get together some fun so I can do some really cool videos. I'm thinking about wrapping my hood for now. I'm going to sand it all, and my roof. I'm thinking about doing a carbon fiber kind of wrap. So that's going to be really cool. So stay tuned, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Catch you later. Peace.